Hello everyone, I'm Karen from the Cnews. Today we invite Alexander Fomin to our channel to conduct an interview with us. First, let he introduce to us.
Okay, I'm a journalist. I work for Russia Today, international informational agency. I work in the system of Sputnik. I respond for YouTube channels in ex-USSR. Earlier, I worked for Ukraina.ru. I was the editor-in-chief. Before, I worked for Russian TV channel Zvezda. I understand a little in international policy, in policy Russia and between Russia and Ukraine, but I will try to answer on your questions about maybe China and Russia. Maybe you will have another questions for me, so I'm ready to answer. What's more, 2 or 3 years ago, I tried myself like a political expert. That's why we really can discuss like a journalist and expert about political situation.
Okay, thank you. I'm very happy to have this opportunity to interview with you. Let's start. First, the United States President Obama has accused China and Russia of insufficient zeal in the fight against global warming. For that, the China Daily said the developed countries need to invest more in the environment and less in the military and real estate. Especially the United States must cut its use of fossil fuel, and China hopes developed countries can do more actions to match their words and learn from China in greening the world together. What do you think of Obama's word?
So I think that it's quite traditional situation, and for Russia and for China about different acquisition from USA in different crimes, about ecological situation, about political situation. I would be quite surprised if Obama or President Biden would say something good or normal about China policy or Russia policy. We must understand that the world now not belongs to only USA. As we remember, after destroying of USSR in 1991, on the USA was the super country, which controlled everything in the world. But today we see that Russia, China, maybe some other countries in the world begin to be leaders, local leaders. What about Russia? What about China and Russia? They try to be a global leader. That's why USA is worrying about this. They try to criticize our countries. And speech of Obama. It's quite normally for the country, for the United States of America, it's like fighting against of China or Russia. That's why I think that words of Obama is quite normally.
There are some other questions. Some days ago, there is a sudden power outage in northeast China. There are some reasons such as high coal price and a power shortage in China. One of the reasons is that the first half of this year, the energy consumption in many places in China was too high, so the government requests rectification. And the pressure of this, some places forced to adopt strong measures to restrict production and stop work. What do you think of this phenomenon?
So I'm not an expert in energy, and it's quite difficult question, but very interesting. I think that rising up of prices for different resources, coal, gas, green energy. It's quite a normal situation, because we must understand that after pandemic of COVID-19, the economy becomes to recover after everything. That's why economy needs more and more resources. As we know from the theory of economy, supply and demand, and we must understand that we have a high demand for different energetical resources for today. That's why energetical company is different. It's government company or private company. They want to earn much more. That's why at first it's quite difficult question for me, but I think that situation is quite normal for capitalistic world today, when many people want to buy some resources, and the owner of these resources want to earn much more money. That's why I think that situation is maybe not good for us. That's why I think that this situation is quite normal for owners of resources, but will be maybe quite bad for us, for the ordinary people. I think that different goods, for example, cars, electronical, different devices, they will rise up in their price, because when we produce different products with high prices for energy resources, for this spends for high cost of energy resources, they will be in the finished price. That's why it maybe will be quite bad.
Russian President Putin attended a meeting of Russian Energy Week recently, and he stated that China is Russia's most reliable partner, and the two countries have achieved fruitful cooperation in the energy field. Do you think this can effectively solve the problems mentioned above, like the energy shortage in China?
You think collaboration Russia and China, when Russia will export resources, the energetical resources, to China? Yes.
Yes.
So I think yes, it can solve much problems in China, and we know from history that China and Russia is very reliable partners. And in the modern world, when Russia cannot have reliable partners in Europe or in the USA, China has only one good, effective, reliable partner is China. And I think that different collaboration in different spheres, for example, energetical sphere, can help to both countries. For Russia, it will be quite good, and that it will get some additional money resources or different resources. And for China, that it's one of its biggest, largest economy in the world, and Russian resources, including electrical resources, gas resources, will help to recover economy after after pandemic and other bad economical factors which was earlier.
I prepare another questions. How do you understand argument about the continuous decline of the world economy under the COVID-19?
You mean how the pandemic will affect on the economy, yes, in the world?
Yes.
I think that after pandemic of COVID-19, I can say that the prices on all different goods, cars, electric devices will be rise up. I think that modern companies understand that they can to rise down producing of different goods, and people will buy these goods for higher price. For example, we know that there is a problem on different markets about new cars. because we don't have the special electronic devices for these new cars. That's why the price on these new machines, cars, rise up. But in reality, I don't believe to producers of cars or different electrical devices. I think that they create especially this situation and manipulate with COVID-19 that and arguments that the companies, our suppliers of for engines for our cars cannot produce enough engines. That's why we cannot produce 1,000 cars this year, and we will produce just 500 cars. I think that it is a manipulation, and the main goal of this manipulation to rise up the prices. I know the real situation when you go to buy a new car in Moscow. Earlier, for example, in 2019, the price of this car was about 2 million Russian rubles. But now you go to a car salon and ask to sell this car. They say that there is no cars, but if you pay us additional 1 million, it means to 3 millions, we will give you a new car. What it means? It means that we have quite enough cars, different goods, but sellers, producers, they say us that COVID-19 pandemic is guilty in economical situations. That's why we don't have enough cars, electrical devices, and you have to pay much more than you paid for this in 2019 year.
Thank you. I'm very happy to have this chance to interview with you to talk about the economics, the energy, and the COVID-19. This is the news. We will provide more news and about China before. Thank you for listening. Bye.